I have only one thing to say to the defense.
You lied.
Neener. What? What? What are we doing? Oh. I was saying, neener.
Yeah, that's it.
What would that be?
Bravo, Mr. Wright. You telepathically read my mind.
But bravo! Is that where I watched the Queer Eye for the Straight Guy?
And Golden Girls.
Golden Girls on there?
No, that's Hallmark. Never mind. Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. Anyways, that's your defense. At 5:15 on the day of the crime, the man Officer Meekins encountered
Yes?
in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman. It's interesting that a prosecutor is summarizing a defense. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright?
Yes! What is he up to?
You know he's up to something. That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also a fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder.
That is... Well, I guess that's right.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wrong?
Ha 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 ha! Ha! I haven't heard that before!
Yeah,
Other
that's
than
only the
every other
10th time I
chapter.
said that.
Other than every other chapter of this game. And probably multiple other chapters in the future.
And a bunch of fanfics.
Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your finger around.
I've seen
like
that in a lot
me.
of, I've seen that in a lot of fanfics too, but in different interpretations. This isn't good.
Well. It seems you've finally realized exactly what you've gone such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth!
The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place
And he was also holding
at the
a knife.
police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime.
So,
So, the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot, at the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant.
oh wow, we've been going on for like an hour and we finally bring up our actual
Like-
defendants.
Thank you, Edgeworth, for using all that. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness. Observe the moment the defendant used the murder
We're
weapon.
gonna say call her
One
trustworthy.
that
okay.
hates me.
Yeah,
and
she's
many
trustworthy
other-
and she hates my guts. So basically, we just dug our basically our defendant into a larger hole and defended this random guy who's not actually our defendant.
Yes, yeah.
Great. That's just good. Face Right's like good. Ah!
What? I'm not playing Fire Emblem right now.
No, he's yelling ah!
Oh.
Ah! Ah! And he was yelling ah! 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 Nah! Nah! Okay? He just explodes. I knew that testimony was way too shabby.
Snapchat.
I can imagine when he gets pissed off, like his spikes fire out.
Yeah.
Like a missile. It was all a trap from the beginning! He has weird eyes.
Like Admiral Aqua.
It's a trap. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to explain only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Just so, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else Lana...
I did something, I yelled. What do I do? How do I get myself in this mess? Just wait and see what happens. Objection! One moment, Your Honor!
I would like to call a surprise witness.
What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven.
course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap.
Can we play a game called Lionel Hutz? Ace of Turn?
Oh god. What are you talking about?
This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. That man is very racist. The security video did not show the actual murder.
Where did blood come from?
Pocket?
Well, he did probably
This is
stab him.
creepy.
maybe.
Well, I did see a knife there.
Remember, it could have just come from Meekins, because he hurt him, right?
Well, actually, I saw Goodman holding a knife.
Slam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
However-
he hurt Meekins.
It cannot be said that this is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot.
Then why was there blood on the coat?
Probably because it's Meekins' blood.
Specifically, a large amount of blood traces were found in the evidence room.
Uh-huh.
The defense demands further explanation into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth. Holy crap, that's actually weird. Fix Wright frickin' just said, hey, the defense demands an explanation.
I know, he's learning how to stand up to bully.
Yeah,
Edgeworth.
usually Edgeworth is like, frickin', you have to prove everything.
Yeah,
And he's like, Edgeworth is like, Fix Wright's like, you frickin' prove something!
yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor?
in this court, were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated.
One per customer.
We had not prepared any other witnesses for this incident.
This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
Cool.
Chuck Norris! We're gonna call Chuck Norris to the stand! Walker, Texas Ranger! The eye of the Ranger is upon you. Cause that's what a Ranger's gonna do. Diddle-doo. Diddle-doo.
Mr. Wright, do you mean...
Yes, Emma! I most certainly do mean. Your Honor! The defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh? Whom do you have in mind?
Is this the first time the defense ever requested a witness?
Yes,
That's
actually.
Probably the only
Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activity that took place in the evidence room.
The prosecution requests to hear this person's name
It's a surprise
before
witness.
deciding whether or not to comply.
Surprise witness.
Mr.
Very
Surprise.
well then, Mr. Wright. The person whom you would like to testify, what is his or her name? Where's Chuck Norris? Chuck Norris is not on this list.
Meekins? Send him back.
I want Meekins to testify.
Needs more Meekins.
I'm already a hero, sir.
Shut up. Testify.
Emma. Lana. Goodman. I want Goodman. Actually, is there exclamation points?
Yeah, what happens if you choose Goodman?
There's no exclamation points. I'm gonna fuck him on purpose. Goodman.
It's so weird that you could choose him.
Mr. Wright, I'm not even gonna bother asking you why. I've never seen a more obvious stall tactic in my entire career.
Mr. Wright, don't you remember what you said this morning?
Don't tell anyone what I did to you, or I'll stab you.
No, not that.
Oh,
You know about your trump
Unless she
card?
that's right. Those bloody fingerprints we found in this room. Now's my chance to bring him in to testify. Also, that ass. The way she's bent over.
Yeah.
It's like, that's weird. It's like, that ass. She's 16, by the way, right?
Just like those gymnasts.
I
for
couldn't.
the U.S. Olympics.
Edgeworth wasn't on that original list.
Oh, that's
I want Edgeworth to freaking testify.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, she's 16, but she still has that ass. Okay. Whatever. That's a big deal. Again, come shoe. And you'll start again. Okay, Jake.
Oh, I wanted to see what would happen if you put Emma on there.
No, I think we would just say the same thing. Officer Chuck Norris. Oh, Jake.
Why him?
I can't tell him. I can't let him know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say.
The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department, so we shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Oh no, he's copying Von Karma.
Very well!
So this is the end of the former.
The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is
Subpoenaed.
subpoenaed?
Like subpoena.
Oh, subpoenaed.
I never knew how to spell that word.
So that's how you spell it.
Yeah, what a
I never
weird
heard
word.
I heard subpoena. I've heard of a
Subpoenaed.
subpoena, but I never heard of
With the ED.
subpoenaed.
Yeah.
It's like, I love that. It's like, sound it out. Subpoenaed. Subpoenaed.
Subpoenaed.
Subponed. Subponed.
So I
Will
guess
the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
we will, Your Honor.
Court in recess! Dun, 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 dun,
Why does the
dun,
prosecution
dun,
have to prepare the
dun,
witness
dun,
of a
dun,
defense?
dun, dun, dun,
That's
dun,
kinda
dun,
stupid.
dun, 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 dun. You ready to recess?
February 24th, 11:32 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Did you watch this over recess?
No.
That's a fun show. They had the same theme song as Hogan's Heroes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It wasn't about Nazi. Actually, it kind of is, because sort of like the joke is sort of like Hogan's Heroes, except for that they're stuck in a schoolyard
Huh.
and they're trying to break out of school basically, while like playing in recess. It's kind of funny.
So it's like a parody of
It's almost a parody, like a schoolyard parody of it, but it's,
Huh.
it's still a fun show, by the way. Anyway,
There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright?
well, you know what they say. Once I start, I never ever stop. You can ask Maya and Emma that.
Who's Maya?
What are you doing to her
Wait,
sister?
oh yeah, well she knows her sister. She knows me, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Unless she knows Maya. Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? They go into like our Three Stooges. Like, what do you mean?
You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out.
Yeah. So she's probably been in on it the whole time.
I haven't figured anything out.
Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma.
Why did you just freaking interrogate her? Freaking you don't know what she tell. Freaking
I know, how come they can't call her to the stand?
freaking tell us what you know, or else we're gonna remove your badges.
Yeah.
And she's protecting with her
The
hand.
court system of the future.
Yeah.
You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you.
You know what I like?
Hmm.
Her badge is like.
Oh yeah.
Is there like a little face with a big open mouth? So it's like. Or like, remember the Awesome Center cartoon? It's like, here, let me assist you, doctor. Yeah! High five. That reminds me of. We need help defusing this atom bomb. Open that shit up! Bow, 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 bow. Anyway.
I don't recall ever asking for his protection.
Well, good. Good thing we don't need protection then. And what?
How can you be so cold?
Now she feels like about 98.6 degrees. Not the average.
Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? It's how I said me, isn't it?
Little old me.
Little
Like you said it very sad.
Yeah, why trust little me? Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals! Except for a forever touching moment. Hi. What? I guess I am. I'll come back later. Oh, it's a capture! What is it?
You are lucky.
You got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run around while on duty. And on top of it, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
Sorry, detective.
You better be, pal. Hey! 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 I didn't see you there, Miss Sky.
Did we ask for his outbursts?
Hey! Hey!
He's
Hey!
wanting
Hey!
anything
Hey!
else.
Hey!
First
Hey.
he yells at us, and then he yells a bunch of times.
Hey! Hey! You! I don't like your girlfriend. Hey! Hey!
That's okay, so have you brought what I asked?
Ow! Oh! 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 You mean this, right?
You mean my Christmas gifts?
You mean my blatant, insane spasms? That just losing my mind temporarily? Oh, you mean this, right?
My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances,
You know, being arrested for murder and all.
I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request.
I'm going to arrest you for forgery.
I'm already arrested.
After I'm done trying to unarrest you for murder. My name.
Yeah, your name.
Never in a million years would I ever.
Wheels.
His voice gets weirder every time.
Stephanie Wheels.
Would I have thought it was you who asked me? Could I bother you for bringing me some SL9 incident files? I need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident!
But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here.
Is this gonna be like the Von Karma thing where we have to be constantly flipping through these old files? Like,
yeah.
Frickin', look at this page!
Here. You might do well to read them.
I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case.
Miss Sky.
Miss Sky, Phoenix Wright asks, was a witness? Receive the file, that's a Take it from me. You don't want anything to do with this serial murders. I should just read that file.
It's like a General Mills.
Files from the Dark Killings.
Donnie Darko.
Let's see. Incident SO9. Closed. Criminal Joe Dark. Crime. Serial murder. Sentence. Death. Oh, have you seen the really lame like the 90s Judge Dredd movie with Sylvester Stallone?
Yes,
Have you seen that?
No.
I love that movie. It's cheesy and awesomeness. Where he's like this guy shoots one of the judges and Sylvester Stallone is like Judge Dredd trying to like capture him. And it's like you're arrested for the assassination of a judge. And the guy's like, let me guess my sentence, life. And like and then he shoots him in the head. He's like, death.
Just shoots him in the head.
Judge Dredd just shoots him in his he's like, let me guess my sentence, life, death. And like that is cheesy but awesome in every way.
Yeah.
Life sentence, death. Holy crap, that's an awesome movie. That's stupid. Victims: Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Edith Kirby. Kirby was killed. Rachel Moss. Is that like an actual legit?
Neil Marshall.
Marshall.
Marshall. That's the interesting.
Isn't there like an actual celebrity named Rachel Moss?
Jason
Think
Meta
so.
Knight.
Jason Knight. Jeb Bates. Not Jeb.
Jeb.
He helps me. He helps the Minecraft.
Oh, and he's related to DDD Base.
Oh yeah. Trial data. Lead prosecutor. Miles Edgeworth.
Of course.
Witnesses: Lana Sky, Emma Sky.
Oh,
Emma was a part of this too.
interesting.
Investigation Task Force. See, detective and executive investigators: Damon Gant, Lana Sky. Head investigator: Bruce Goodman. Investigators: Jake Marshall, Angel Star. Okay. Cool. We already got something about this case. I think Neil Marshall must be related to Jake Marshall. Dot. Oh what? Now I've brought you stuff, and you're just gonna ignore me? Emma? But why? Why is your name in here?
What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident... Is that... That's the classification number of police, the police followed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark... No. No, Lana!
No!
I miss it.
That's over with now.
Oh, she said that's over with. She yelled.
And a very-
Emma, wait! She ran away. Wild Emma fled. You know what? I just remember. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here.
Hey, have fun doing this alone.
Jake Marshall, Emma, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth.
All
It's
these-
like a family
I
reunion.
know, it's like an all-star cast.
I know. It's like Phoenix Wright All-Stars Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence.
Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to go back into trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck.
I better take a good look at this file.
Oh, have fun doing this without Emma.
To be continued. That was only an hour 20.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that was shorter than I
Doody
thought.
doody doo. Doody doody doo. You want to just keep going?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the restroom.
Oh, here, we'll take a... I'll stop the recording for now, so it won't be like a massive video file. Magic and cats.